We all know the importance of protected areas in conservation, especially in our current world where forest loss is driving species into extinction and a whole lot of problems that species are facing. Protected areas seem to be the only way of protecting species now. But unfortunately, due to a lot of problems, a lot of challenges, a lot of our protected areas don't even have monitoring schemes that are systematic. So data that is often collected are usually sparse or scattered, or different methodologies are used by different projects, which makes it very difficult to compare data.
Shire Hills Resource Reserve is one of the protected areas managed by the Wildlife Division of the Forestry Commission in Ghana. It's relatively a small place, which is 51 kilometers square. Over the years, monitoring of animals in the resource reserve has been relying on our field workers who go on patrols and take data based on the signs or sightings that they've done.
In the past, our data collection on animals or the presence of animals in the park has been on intuition and based on what we see by sight.
My name is Kofi Amponsa-Mensah. I currently work with the Center for African Wetlands, now known as the Center for Biodiversity Conservation Research. We are currently inside the Shire Hills Resource Reserve, where our project is trying to improve capacity for protected area monitoring. So in Shire Hills, we are mostly focusing on arthropods, where we've done some spider sampling. But most importantly, we introduced a camera trap monitoring system where we are trying to monitor large mammals and small mammal species found within the reserve.
I'm Michael Morvey, and I work with the law enforcement unit of the Shire Hills Resource Reserve, and specifically I work as the Research and Development Officer. I have been part of the exercise for the past 2 years. This has given us a fair idea of animal distribution in the park, where we could find certain animals in the various vegetation types in the park. I think that the data in the results that we have gotten so far will be very, very important, will play a vital role for us as we look on for further studies on animals in the park.
We've done this for 3 years now, and it's been amazing. There's been a lot of positives to take home, a lot of lessons learned from this exercise. The park managers and the staff have really been impressed by what they've been able to see, and most importantly, the training that they've received. We didn't come here just to do this and take the data away, but we worked with them every time we are here, and I can confidently say that they can now do camera trapping on their own.
I'm Ishmael Otu, and I'm Assistant Wildlife Officer working under the Tourism Unit, specifically with tourism data collection. With the data that we have collected so far for about 3 years, the research has unearthed various species of animals, especially the civets, the silver, and then the genet cats. Previously, we thought they were not here, but with the research that we've so far done, it has revealed that there are even a number of them, a couple of them here. It has also added a lot to tourists. And aside that, the other species like bush bugs that we thought there were very few, the research has also identified that even they are more like abundant on the hills rather than on the plains. So with this research, it has helped us to also deepen our interpretation skills and also alert tourists that yes, we have a lot here, so in that way they come to see.
I'm Prince Ananiaji, the park manager for Shire Hills Resource Reserve. So as managers of biodiversity or protected areas in our country, monitoring is very key in whatever decisions that we take. It helps us to take good or bad management decisions. If you don't know the kind of things that you have in there, it's difficult for you to take certain managerial decisions. And in general, we think that that is the way to go. Monitoring of these species, both flora and fauna, as well as even the threats that affects the management of the park, with the help of the systems like the SMART and then the MIX. We think that is something that all protected area in Ghana have to undertake such a training for its rangers as well as managers for such a system to be implemented in all the protected areas for easy monitoring and evaluation of whatever it is in the
So we thought the hills were just at some small portion. And so when you talk about the vegetational map or the vegetation of the place, we thought it was just a very small portion. But some areas that were not accessible, when through this camera trap with the GPS coordinated grids, when we were able to access it, we realized that it's there, the vegetation goes beyond what we were even thinking about. So generally, this research has also helped us to even know some cluster of species of plants that are on the hill. Sometimes when people come, tourists come and they want to at least see these species, we realize, oh, they are not there. But with walking through and knowing these various places, we've been able to know some cluster of places that when they need or they want to see, they can just go there.
So we started this project with the kind support of the Alderman Watkins Foundation. We've been able to come here to train staff of Shire Hills Resource Reserve and elsewhere so that we can test monitoring systems which we hope are important for management and also important for future data collection so that together we can help conserve species.
I think that this exercise has revealed a lot to us, and it calls for us to do a lot more for us to conserve the animals in the park.
In general, this is how all our protected areas in the countries to go. We hope that this monitoring exercise will be extended to other protected areas in the country, so that at the end of the day, as managers of the protected area, we'll be very sure of the kind of species of animals that we have in there. So for Shire Hills, we are lucky and we are very glad that we have this project that is taking place in the resource reserve.